Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. From the very beginning, he was different from other children. While many kids spent their time playing outdoors, Elon often sat quietly in his room, lost in thoughts. His mother, May Musk, a dietitian and model, noticed that her son had a strange ability to disappear into his imagination for hours. At times, she even worried he might have hearing problems because he would not respond when people called his name. But Elon wasn't ignoring anyone. He was simply lost in the endless universe inside his head. He was fascinated by books, science fiction, and technology. By the age of 9, Elon had already read through The Lord of the Rings, Isaac Asimov's works, and even advanced encyclopedias. Books became his best friends. In his own words, "I was raised by books." Yet his school life was far from easy. Elon was small, shy, and introverted. He became a target for bullies who beat him so badly once that he was hospitalized. His childhood was filled with loneliness, but instead of breaking him, it fueled his determination to rise above the cruelty. Elon learned early that the world could be harsh, but he also believed that he could shape a better one. At age 10, Elon discovered something that would change his life forever: computers. His father bought him a Commodore VIC-20, a simple machine with a manual that was supposed to take 6 months to learn. But Elon completed it in just 3 days. Soon, he was writing code. At age 12, he created a video game called Blaster, a space-themed shooter, and sold it to a computer magazine for $500. For a child, this was a massive achievement. Elon didn't just play games, he built them. This was the first sign that he wasn't destined to follow the ordinary path. Still, his life in South Africa wasn't easy. Apart from school bullying, he faced emotional struggles at home. His parent. At 17, Elon made a bold decision. He left South Africa, not just to escape compulsory military service during apartheid, but because he wanted freedom and opportunity. He moved to Canada in 1989 with very little money, working random jobs, cleaning boilers in a lumber mill, farming, and even working as a waiter. Life was tough, but Elon believed Canada was a gateway to the United States, the land where technology and innovation thrived. He enrolled at Queen's University and later transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the U.S. There, Elon studied both physics and economics. His classmates often remembered him as the guy who talked endlessly about space, electric cars, and the future of humanity. While others were dreaming of safe careers, Elon was already thinking about Mars. But Elon's dreams came with sacrifice. He lived on a tight budget, often surviving on a diet of hot dogs and oranges. He and his roommate rented a big house, not for luxury, but so they could turn it into a makeshift nightclub on weekends to pay rent. Elon was frugal but determined, investing his time in learning and planning for the future. After graduating, Elon decided not to work for big companies. Instead, he wanted to start something of his own. With his brother Kimball, Elon founded Zip2, a company that provided maps and business directories for newspapers. But the early days were brutal. Elon couldn't even afford an apartment, so he slept in his office and showered at a local YMCA. He coded all night, worked all day, and struggled to convince investors to believe in his vision. Slowly, Zip2 began to grow, and in 1999, Compaq bought it for $307 million. Elon made $22 million from the deal. For the first time in his life, he was financially secure. But for Elon, money was never the destination. It was only fuel for bigger dreams. In 2004, Elon invested in a small electric car company called Tesla. The idea of electric cars was laughed at. People thought they were slow, ugly, and impractical. But Elon believed the world needed sustainable energy solutions. Tesla's early days were brutal. Cars failed, production was delayed, and critics mocked Elon for trying to fight giant automakers. By 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were on the brink of bankruptcy. Elon had to make an impossible choice: save one company and let the other die, or split his remaining money and risk losing both. He chose the second option. He divided his last funds between Tesla and SpaceX, risking everything. He even borrowed money to pay his rent. But his gamble worked. In 2008, Tesla received investment and a loan from the government, saving it from collapse. Soon after, Tesla's Model S became a global success, proving that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and desirable. After surviving the near bankruptcy of 2008, Elon's companies slowly began to thrive. SpaceX launched successful missions, Tesla started gaining respect, and Elon became known as the man who refused to give up. But success didn't make life easier. Elon worked 100-hour weeks, slept in factories, and continued pushing himself to the limit. Critics called him reckless, investors doubted him, and competitors tried to outpace him. Yet Elon pressed forward with an unshakable belief in his mission to change the world. Today, Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and several other ventures including Neuralink, The Boring Company, and Starlink. His vision extends from Earth to Mars. Tesla has redefined the automobile industry, SpaceX has lowered the cost of space travel, and Starlink is connecting remote corners of the world with internet. Elon's journey shows us that success is never easy. Behind the headlines of billions and rockets lies a man who slept in offices, was beaten as a child, faced failure after failure, and risked everything he had. Lessons from Elon Musk's life. Failure is not the end. Elon failed multiple times but used each failure as a stepping stone. Work harder than anyone else. Elon often says, if other people are working 40 hours a week and you're working 100, you'll achieve in 4 months what they do in a year. Dream big, but act bigger. Elon's goals were larger than life, but he backed them up with relentless action. Sacrifice is part of success. He risked his fortune, time, and health to achieve his mission. Focus on impact, not money. For Elon, money was a tool to build a better future, not the final prize. Conclusio. From a bullied boy in South Africa to one of the most influential innovators of our time, Elon Musk's journey is proof that no dream is too big if you have the courage to pursue it. His life teaches us that failure, pain, and sacrifice are not signs of weakness. They are the foundation of greatness. So, whenever you feel like giving up, remember Elon Musk, the man who looked at the stars and decided not just to dream, but to reach them. Fire if this story inspired you. Don't forget to subscribe to InspireHours for more powerful motivational stories that will push you toward your dreams.